Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us on another video, Home Gardening 48 Up. Today is December 31st, 2022. We have had a couple of days with rain, so we had to shut the irrigation off. And we're going to give you guys an update on the garden. First of all, we're happy that the tomatoes are doing good. We did not expect them to make it through December because of the cold weather that we have had, and we didn't think they're going to make it, but they did. So we are having some very good tomatoes, more than what we expect. That's a pretty good size tomato. And we have this other plant as well, doing very good. So has this one, and so has that one there. Now look at the lettuce too. This one are doing very well, and they are growing very rapidly actually, which we really liked how these ones are doing here. Anyways, we are also going to have to harvest the broccoli, and I'll explain to you why. Yeah, we just have to clip
all of them because the flowers are already starting to come.
all of them because the flowers,
I already took them off, but
they were starting.
I pinched them off. Yeah, the flowers were starting to bloom. Actually, two little. Look here.
Oh yes, see that there?
You see it's starting to come out.
Yep.
Yeah. So. This is why you have to check every day.
Yeah.
Now this is the quintessential baby broccoli. It's a small head, kind of a narrow stalk.
Okay.
Small.
Oh, so they are meant to be like that?
Yes.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Loose on the top here.
They smell good too, by the way. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought they were develop a head like this one here,
Well,
but it's a different type of broccoli.
Yeah, it's a crossbreed, and it's a lot looser top.
Okay. Well, good thing we cut it.
Yeah, and this one too.
That one looks good. Still needs to grow. That one too. Okay.
And if there's enough time, these will branch out and do little ones. You see, there's already a little little ones here. Little baby heads coming
Right there.
out.
Yep.
So
They're still branching out, getting some more still out of these two plants. Okay, so now moving on to the next bed. This is our garlic and our Brussels sprouts. What we ended up doing here, if you look at the garlic, they are actually growing very good, as we expected, looking very beautiful. Now the Brussels sprouts, this one we had to trim, and let me zoom in the camera. You see, we had to trim them, take out all of the bigger leaves, so that they could, the plant itself can sprung up and grow up like the other one right there. You can see it's looking very beautiful. Same thing with the flowers. So these ones actually are looking very good, as we expected. So now on to the next bed. Now the onions, I think, in my opinion, they are doing the best out of everything that we have on the garden. They're growing very rapidly, and just looking beautiful here on this bed. Also the celery, they took off very fast, surprisingly, very beautifully too. And the lettuce here, this one also were transplanted. They're actually growing faster than these ones, than those right there. This one have less sun in the afternoon and a lot of shade, but this one's done. So we attribute the faster growth on these ones to that. Onto the arugula and the carrots and the peas. The arugula, we planted these seeds and they finally took off, and they are looking very good for the amount of time that they have been on the ground. Now, right next to them, which are these ones, these are all of the carrots. These one actually are doing very good. We have now thinned out the carrots as we have done on this one right here. We have removed some of the carrots a lot earlier so that they will be spaced out every couple of inches. This one we have not touched them, and they are looking very good as well. The peas, however, they're actually growing and finally getting a hold of the trellis that we did. So these ones are growing very beautifully. You can see also on the back they are doing very good as well. Now on to the next bed. The turnips. Turnips, they were very slow, and all of a sudden they took off and they just sprung out and growing like crazy. The peas, however, on this one, they're actually growing as well, but they're a little bit slower overgrowth. They're starting to grab a hold of the trellis. Now the radish and the rutabaga, they're both doing pretty good. All of these two here, the radish and the rutabaga and the turnips, we're starting them from seeds, so they are actually doing very well, and they are actually sprung out. Every single seed that we have started on the beds have been already out, and so that's good to see that. Now this here are all of the seeds that we still have in the trays. We are having them to take them out of the house every day, take them back in the afternoon so that they have natural light. We will soon transplant them on maybe this bed that there's nothing on it, and also the center of this bed there's nothing on it either. So on to the next bed. The bunching onions, they are doing very good as well. I like how these ones are growing because I remember them how small they were when I transplanted them. The cabbage are also doing very good. Big leaves, and they're starting to create the heads for the cabbages there. Very, very nice. Now the onions from here all the way to the end, these ones were seeds, and you can see some of them right there all throughout this bed as well. They're there, but the growth of these haven't been as fast as I thought they would, or as I expected them, but they are, however, still growing, which is good. Now onto the next bed, the spinach. They are doing pretty good as well. All the way up to here they were transplanted. They are growing, I would say not fast, but enough so that we can notice the growth little by little. But from then to the end, all of those were starting from seed, and you can see here the difference. They are still growing, and you can see that one there. They're coming out and then showing some growth and some success on them. So it's really good to see the seeds grow and spring out, and then we can see the growth of the plant itself. Now onto the leeks. These are also growing, but to be honest, their growth has been very slow. I don't know why, to be honest, but they have been transplanted a while back, and their growth has been very slow, surprisingly. But we notice that they are growing, but it is very slow. Something just to keep an eye on. On to the next bed. This one here, both of the carrots, we put the seeds in, if you remember in the video. 2 weeks went by and nothing, so we started to be a little bit more of a concern as to whether we should redo them, and all of a sudden we saw one, and then they all took off, and now look at them, looking very beautiful, all of these carrots. So we're glad to see this, which is the one that we worry the most because of their slow growth. Now onto the thyme and the sage. They are slowly growing as well. Not much difference, but they are actually doing good as well. However, the basil and the cilantro are doing way better. Cilantro is looking very good. They are all growing at a pretty good rate, looking very beautiful. So we like to see that this growth here on these herbs doing very good. The oregano, the chives, and the parsley are doing very good. This thyme is doing pretty good as well. The rosemary, we have actually trimmed this one. This plant smells very good. I really like the smell of this, and it's growing very well as well after we trimmed it, so it's good to see this. Anyways, we just wanted to give you this update here. We are very happy with the tomato. They made it, and also the onions and everything else has been growing accordingly to how we expected them. They have surpassed our expectations, especially the tomatoes. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Happy New Year's to you guys. Today is December 31st, and we hope to see you guys on our next video.